Just a young gun with a quick fuse. I was uptight, wanna let loose. I was dreaming of bigger things and wanna leave my old life behind. Not a yes sir, not a follower. Fit the box, fit the mold, have a seat in the foyer. Take a number, cause I was lightning before the thunder. Lightning in the thunder, 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 feel the thunder. Lightning in the thunder, 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 feel the thunder. Lightning in the thunder, 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 feel the thunder. Lightning in the thunder, 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 feel the thunder. Lightning in the thunder.
What's up, Impact? How you guys doing tonight? Okay, let's hear you. Can I get you? I said, how you guys doing tonight? All right, can you guys scoot on in? Scoot on in. Come on, scoot in. I know you can get closer than that. Fill in the gaps. Come on, come on, come on. All right, so I'm doing a game tonight, and I need 4 volunteers. So let's raise your hands. I'm coming down. I'm coming down. Let's see. Hold on, I gotta evaluate my choices. Let's see. Noah, get up there. Estella, go. Grant, go. And I need a youngie. I need a young one. Let me see. I need a youngie. You. Come on. Is that 4? Yeah, that's 4, right? Estella, where's Estella? Is she up there? Oh, come on, let's go. Okay, let's go. Alrighty, so the game is called the Fruit by the Foot Challenge, and I guess the thing or whatever you're trying to do is you gotta put it in your mouth. Hold on, I'll demonstrate real quick. Can you hold these? Thank you. And you're just gonna, let's see, put it in your mouth and try to get it undone. Then you gotta eat it off like with the paper still on, and whoever wins, wins. So, no hands. Yeah. Hey, all right. Let me give each one of you a fruit roll up. Boom. And boom. There you go. So, I'll tell you when to start. We're gonna count down from 5, and you guys are gonna count with me. No, not yet. You ready? You put it in your mouth. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! You don't get it. It don't matter. It dropped. Eat it. Go. Go. You suck. Like, just do it. Oh, Noah. Noah. Come on. What? Go. Keep on going. You got to eat it all. No hands. No hands. Pick it up. Eat it. Pick it up. Eat it. Are you using her hands? You're disqualified. Get off the stage. Come on, come on. Can we get some hype in here? Like, come on. Come on! All right, so I'm going to let you guys use your hands right now. Go. Use your hands. Go, 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 go. Noah, go. Yeah! Hey, hold up. We got to see who swallows first. Whoever swallows first, it's a race. It's a race. Noah! Yeah! All right, you guys, come on. Give me a round of applause for my boy Noah. Come on, come on. All right, we got to get this nasty stuff off this floor. Come on, help me get this off. Come on, come on. Ooh, I got somebody spit on my hand, but it's all good. It's all good. All righty, so I got some prizes for all of y'all. Each one of you guys get a $10 Sheetz gift card. There you go. There you go. There you go. And there you go. Alrighty, so I'm gonna throw it off to Jake and the band. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night.
What's up, Impact? You guys doing all right out there? Good, good, good. Let's get our hands up. Get them up. We've done this song for 2 weeks now. We're gonna do it one more time. Let's go crazy. Here we go. Ready at the line, looking out. Looking out to all that's ahead. When every heart confesses your name. Pressing on towards that day. We're never gonna stop. Come on. We're never gonna stop.
What's up, guys? How's everybody feeling tonight? Y'all go take a seat, relax. You're gonna stay a little while. Hey, we are so glad you guys are all here hanging out with us tonight. How's everybody feeling? All right. How was that Chick-fil-A? It's good? Oh, yeah, lovely. All right. Hey, we're super excited y'all here hanging out with us. My name's Chris. If it's your first time to Impact, please stand up and give it. No, I'm just kidding. If it's your first time to Impact, just come right down up front afterwards. We want to say hey and just welcome you and answer any questions that you may have. All right, but we're glad everybody's here. All right, we hope you guys are having a great week. One quick announcement for y'all. High schoolers, where my high schoolers at? High schoolers. All right, yeah, I like it. We got a couple new high schoolers up here hanging out. All right, Javari, I see you. Hey, here's the deal. Sunday night, I don't know what you're doing, but I know what I'm going to be doing, right? I'll be enjoying some Bojangles. It's a little bow time for me. Some home-style tenders, some chicken supremes, some sweet tea, biscuits, mac and cheese, dirty rice, all that, guys. Where am I going to be? I'm going to Unplug. Guys, it is this Sunday night for all of you high schoolers. We're having free food, all right? Free Bojangles, games, hanging out, chilling. Football will be on, I guess, if you want to watch it. Panthers don't play, and I guess I don't really care about other teams, right? Panthers are my squad. Hey, but seriously, here's the deal. If you have friends, invite them to come and be a part of this. I hope you have friends. That sounded terrible. I'm sorry. If you have friends, yeah. Guys, Unplug's going down, guys, this Sunday from 5 to 8. If you need the address for that, all right, it's actually at one of our leaders' houses. She's one of our senior girls leaders, Amy Cromer. Yeah, okay. And the address is actually available on our Instagram, okay? So you guys go to our Instagram, Impact Summit. The address is up there. Hopefully y'all will be there and hang out. There's also a pool here. So if you want to go swimming, it'll be the last pool party of the summer. We would just ask that, ladies, this is not spring break, so we don't need to be walking around seeing no bikinis, right? These guys are already confused and struggle with enough stuff in life. So let's just ask that you wear one pieces, girls, like big stuff. Fellas, yeah, wear your trunks. If y'all want to wear two pieces, like I said last week, you can. Speedos are not allowed, though, girls. No, guys can't wear Speedos. Can't wait to see you guys there. No, that's please. We're not having any guys Speedos for all of us, right? Hey, this is the final week of our series known as Momentum, okay? And I know we're in week 3 of it. Some of y'all are in week 3 of school. Some of y'all are in week 4. Week 5, a month in, whatever it is. But the fact remains, guys, you pretty much already in your patterns for school. Here's probably what you do. This is what I used to do. I still kind of do it in the mornings. That alarm will go off, and I'll hit snooze like 6, 7, 8, 9 times. I finally get out of the bed, right? I'm rushing. I go downstairs, and I'll grab like a Pop-Tart or a toaster strudel or an Eggo, right? And then I keep moving, and I'm out the door. And if y'all are anything like me, all of a sudden, second period would start, and my stomach was rumbling because I was like, man, I wish I'd eat more food, right? And I wish I'd have food. Or, hey, guys, stay with me here. Or I'd have been really upset and embarrassed because some mornings when I was running, like really fast, I forget to brush my teeth. So it's like, and I'm sitting next to people in class, and I feel like I have breath like a bear, so I'm like, just not going to say anything, right? I talk like this all day. Maybe that's you. Or maybe your routine is you're so rushed that you forgot to put on deodorant. And you have gym first period. Ooh, I know, right? And you got a big decision here. Are you going to dress out and get your attendance grade and smell like Shrek for the rest of the day? Or are you just going to take a 0, right? Guys, hey, momentum. Listen, the fact of the matter remains, we all starting to have these routines. And I don't know about y'all, but that routine's probably starting to get a little bit old, right? Because school's not really new anymore. It's just school. The newness is kind of gone. All your clothes that you guys bought over the summer, the new shoes you bought, the new dress you got, ladies, it looks so nice. It's not really new anymore. It's had like 3 or 4 washes in the cycle, right? So you're not as excited. You don't have all this momentum to wear it anymore. Fellas, hey, look, that whole strut that you did on the first day of class when you had, like, you thought you had entrance, like the Rocky music playing in the background. You walk in the classroom, da-na-na, da-na-na. You guys carry your backpack with one strap like this, like I'm a strut in here. What's up? Hey, and I know what you're doing. Guys, don't act like you don't do it, fellas. Don't act like you don't do it. Some of y'all sitting with your girlfriend like, oh, I don't do that. No, baby, I don't look at other girls. But you go in, and what happens? Y'all go in, and all of a sudden you're sitting down, and you want to find out where the new girls are, right? So you try and be really cool. Hey, ladies, let me let y'all in on a secret here. If a guy has asked you for a pencil for the last 12 days of school, he probably don't really need a pencil. He probably wants your number, all right? But it flips. Hey, girls, don't act innocent. Don't act like y'all don't do this either. See, remember the hair flip we talked about last week? Hey, you guys with me up here? Go there. I appreciate it, Dan. Hey, thank you, Dalen. This is a good man. Give it up for Dalen real quick. Yeah. Hey, girls, but seriously, y'all do the same thing. Now, y'all might not mess around and ask guys for pencils, but when you guys go to the bathroom or you guys go to get a water break, I don't know, there's like 13 or 14 girls all get up and go at once, and y'all all talk about, oh man, do you see that new guy? Oh my goodness, he's just so wonderful. I'm gonna marry him. He's gonna be my husband, right? He's Mr. Perfect. And you might think he's Mr. Perfect. Some of y'all are probably like, nah, he's Mr. Zac Efron. What you talking about, right? This is 17 again, High School Music, all that. No, it's not. I'm sorry, y'all. The fact of the matter remains, this momentum word right now, you kind of lost it in school. I don't know about y'all, but you're probably not really waking up every morning super excited about going to school because you know what the classes are like, you know what your friends are like, you already know how bad the food is, the cafeteria. You've got all that figured out. Your momentum for school is gone. And what I want to talk to you guys about tonight is what happens when your momentum with Jesus slows down. That might be some of us right now. Because I'm not going to say your momentum with Jesus is gone. Nah, because once you ask him in your heart, he's there. He's not going anywhere, right? But what happens when your momentum with Jesus slows down? Man, maybe, this summer was the big summer for you, and you gave your life to Christ. Man, you're on fire for him. Jesus is my homeboy. We're like peanut butter and jelly, right? We're like spaghetti and meatballs, right? We're just a great combination, man. I pray, and I just feel like he's right there, and everything's going wonderful. And then life starts, and man, all of a sudden, you're starting to feel a little bit of distance. And you're praying, and as you're laying down to pray at night, you look up at the ceiling. I don't know if you guys still have glow-in-the-dark stars. I know I do. I want Whitney to let me put them up, but she won't. And you're sitting there, and you feel like you're just talking to an empty ceiling or a sky with nobody in it. Guys, our momentum's going to slow down. And I don't know where you are in your walk right now with Jesus, right? If you're not a Christian, you're here hanging out tonight, thank y'all for coming. Thanks for giving us a chance just to hang out and have some fun. But the fact of the matter is, if you're a student, if you're in middle school, if you are a leader, if you're up here talking right now, you're going to have a point in your life where your momentum with Jesus slows down. And tonight we're going to talk about what do we do in those situations? How do we keep our momentum going forward, right? So on Sunday, after church, my wife and I are driving home, right? And I was super excited because I thought I was going to be able to watch some NFL football. It's the first Sunday of the season. I guess guys aren't excited about football here, but that's okay. So, all right. Hey, so we're going home for football, and I'm super, super excited about watching it. And before I know it, we get home, and my wife turns on the Weather Channel. Stay with me. She puts on Weather Channel. Right? Because you guys know there's a lot of craziness going on in our country right now. Really, there's a lot of hurricanes and just disasters and people who are hurting and struggling. And I thought my wife just wanted to see what was happening, right? But I realized something about my wife, Whitney. She's very, very smart in science. I didn't know this. I had no idea that I was married to somebody who could probably challenge Bill Nye the Science Guy, right? I really didn't. I just thought she liked the Magic School Bus because we watched those on Netflix a lot. But she knows a whole lot about science and hurricanes. She really does. And we're sitting there and we start watching it. And what was crazy is Whitney's telling me everything about the pressure and about the winds and about the force behind it. And she's talking about the eye of the hurricane and the eye wall and the outside of the hurricane, right? And I'm just looking at her like, oh my goodness. Falling in love again. I'm like, keep telling me, baby. Keep telling me. Yeah, keep telling me. This is just great. Oh, that's sweet, right? And it was wonderful. And the biggest thing that the Weather Channel was telling us is, you got to be prepared. You have to be prepared for the hurricane. So they were trying to tell people, to try and leave, go to a shelter, evacuate the state, right? Board up your windows, board up your doors, do anything you could because a hurricane's coming. And I don't know if you guys ever went to the store over the weekend. We went to the store on Friday night, and this is crazy. In the state of North Carolina, I went to the neighborhood Walmart on Friday night, and we were out of bottled water. All the way in North Carolina. People were so prepared and freaking out about this storm. And guys, it didn't even really hit North Carolina, thankfully, right? But our prayers have to keep going to Georgia and Florida and Louisiana and Texas. Absolutely, right? But what was so crazy is everybody was so prepared. So I'm sitting here watching with my wife, and this is even the funnier part. Check out this picture of this guy. Guess what happens? Here comes the weatherman. True story. Here comes this weatherman, and this dude has it figured out. Now really, I'm really tuned in, because I'm like, this guy is doing what? If you guys can see the trees, they're almost backwards, right? And he is actually fighting to stay standing here. He's not doing like some weird like pose. No, he's not a ninja. He is trying to stand up straight. And the winds were so strong. Guys, we're talking 50, 60, 70, 80 miles per hour, 90 miles per hour, and he's out here trying to stay in the storm. You know what his goal was? He said, I want to make it to the eye of the hurricane. Whitney tells me this, and I'm like, I don't care about football. Let's watch and see what happens to this guy, right? It's crazy. We're watching it, and before you know it, like palm branches are flying through the screen. And I'm like, this dude is not going to make it. There's a stop sign right down here that's completely knocked over, right? You'll see him. He stands up straight for some reason, and then he starts to stumble back and fall back, and it is so hard for him just to keep standing. All the momentum was going against him and flying against him, and rain's coming from all directions and smacking him, right? And the hardest thing for him is just to keep his footing. He can't do it. And it was so hard for him to stay standing. He looks like he has a really, really hard time right here. Let's leave it at that, okay? And I don't know about you guys, hey, but sometimes this is what I feel like with my momentum with Jesus. I feel like, dude, I'm trying so hard. I'm giving everything I have to try and follow where God wants me to go and listen to Jesus and pray and get in my devotions and talk to him. But sometimes I feel like this. I feel like I'm just fighting a hurricane. I feel like winds are coming. And I feel like rain's coming from all directions. And I'm dodging palm trees, right? And all of a sudden the cow comes. No, I'm just kidding. But you got everything going your way. And it's so hard just to keep your feet grounded. Because momentum, we want to move forward. We definitely don't want to fall backwards, right? And this guy is doing a full workout to stay on his feet. Some of y'all in here tonight, guess what you're doing? A full workout to stay on your feet. You're giving everything you have right now just to put on a happy face, just to act like everything's okay, just to act like you're not struggling with stuff at home, or act like you're not worried about stuff with school, or act like you're not worried about stuff with your future, or act like you don't have worries about your job that's coming up, or your college application, or whatever it is. We're acting like everything's okay when we're standing in the middle of a hurricane. So guys, again, my question for y'all, what do we do when we feel like we're losing momentum in Jesus? Because if you think you've never lost momentum with him before, and you feel like everything is just sunshine and roses, man, I don't know what God you're following, right? Because it is, guys, it's a challenge, and you're going to have hard times. And I want you guys to know tonight, it's okay. It's okay if it's hard. It's okay if the winds are coming. It's okay if you don't really know how to stand up by yourself. Because the fact is, you don't have to do it by yourself, right? Somebody who talks a lot about this, and if anybody had a right to complain, right, or feel like, well, I know God loves me, I know God cares about me, but what does it really mean, right? And what is he really doing in my life right now? I know some of you guys think that. Let's be real, high schoolers, we think that a lot. You pray about something over and over and over again because these winds are just smacking you and hitting you and pushing you this way and that way. And you're like, God, why will this not go away? That's some of us right here tonight. And if that's the case for you guys, I want to encourage you and let you know, hey, that this is going to pass. Somebody in the Bible who struggled with it, though, was a guy by the name of Paul. You guys have heard of Paul. We talked about Paul last week. He wrote most of the New Testament, right? He wrote this letter to the church in Ephesus known as Ephesians. We're going to look at that. And if anybody had a reason or a right or even an ability to complain to God, it'd probably be Paul. And here's the deal, why? Because out of all the Christians, you want to know the top 5 Christians of all time? You guys watch Chappelle's show? Oh, goodness, I'm going off on a tangent. The best 5 rappers of all time? Never mind. Y'all are way too young for that. Okay, let's stay with me here then. Okay. Hey, so Paul would be, out of the top 5 Christians of all time, Paul would be like Alabama football. He'd be number 1, right? And he'd be like Alabama football. He'd be all number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. Paul was the dude. He was the Christian. He was that dominant of a follower of Jesus, right? And if anybody wants to complain, Paul could. Hey, check this. If anybody really wants to complain, Paul could. You know why? When he writes Ephesians, guess where Paul is? He's locked up. He's in jail. Let's jump to that verse real quick. Ephesians 6. Paul is locked up. They won't let me out. Akon, goodness gracious. That's his. Thank you, Simone. I appreciate you. Guys, Paul's in prison here. The winds are smacking him. The rain is coming. Palm trees are left and right. Maybe not cows, but camels are flying all over the place. What is he going to do here? Paul has every reason to say, you know what, God, I don't get it, man. I've been giving everything I have for you. My momentum with you is just not there. I'm locked up because of you. The reason Paul's in jail is because he's following Christ and he's spreading the word. That's his whole life now. For 30 years, Paul's given everything he has for Jesus. And he's openly declaring and talking about it and telling others. And, hey, man, check out this Jesus guy. He's the man. Paul was so loud, he got thrown in jail for it. So if anybody could complain, it would have been Paul. But you know what Paul says? This is great. Paul starts to encourage people who are in the free world. Instead of complaining, this is what Paul says. Hey, guys, here's the deal. A final word. Be strong in the Lord and in his mighty power. Put on all of God's armor so that you will be able to stand firm against all strategies of the devil. When you're in your hurricane, stand. It doesn't say just casually walk around and chill and, nah, I'm cool, I'm walking for them girls. No, it doesn't say that. It says, yo, you got to be strong. You got to stand firm like it's the most important thing for you. You know what I love about this great state of North Kakalaki? All right, besides the fact that we have the Tar Heels in Chapel Hill. You know why we're known as the Tar Heel State? Anybody know why? You know why we're known as the Tar Heel State? Some of us know. Great. Oh, that's very true. We are national champions 6 times. I think Duke is 5, but my man, absolutely. Guys, the reason North Carolina is known as the Tar Heel State, because we stood firm. You know when we stood firm? Guys, real quick, in the Revolutionary War, the British, don't check out, history haters. Don't check out. The British, the leader of their army was a guy by the name of Lord Cornwallis. And Cornwallis told his soldiers, the best army in the world, whatever you do, hey man, don't mess with North Carolina. You don't want to go mess with those North Carolinians because there's something crazy about them. You know why he said that? He actually said it's like they have tar on their heels. You know what that means? You know why we had tar on our heels? Tar is what roads are made out of. It's really, really sticky. So if you had tar on your heels, you'd be like this. You wouldn't be able to move or nothing. You'd be stuck. So we were like the soldiers that had tar on our heels. You know why? The British were coming trying to invade and trying to attack. But we didn't fall back. We stood firm. We were strong. They came, we said, hey, this is our land. We're not retreating. We're not afraid of anybody. And the North Carolinians, known as the Tar Heels, right here in this state, we stood firm against the British. We're a huge state. The Battle of Guilford Courthouse, one of the main reasons why we won the war, right? Or you guys would have King Trump instead of President Trump. Oh, that's too far. That's too far. It's true, though, guys. We have to stand firm. Hey, with your hurricane winds, stand firm. You know why you need to stand firm? You know why we have to stand firm? Here's the deal. Paul tells us why you need to stand firm right now in your life and be strong. And check out what he says. Next verse, please. He says, guys, we are not fighting against flesh and blood enemies. No. We're fighting against evil rulers and authorities of the unseen world, against mighty powers in this dark world, and against evil spirits in the heavenly places. That's some real stuff. It's some deep stuff, right? I think our idea of evil is like Voldemort or Darth Vader, right? This takes it to a whole nother level. You guys know why you had to stand firm, even if your momentum's struggling, even if the wind's hitting you and you feel like you're in a hurricane? Because we're fighting against stuff that is out of this world, right? Here's the deal. Christians, I don't want to scare you, because if you follow Jesus, you have nothing to be afraid of. He's already overcome. He's going to overcome again, and he's going to take care of us, right? But the fact of the matter is, we need some help, because we can't do those battles by ourselves. We have to stand firm, because you know who we're fighting against? Yeah, Satan. We're fighting against Satan. We're fighting against the devil, who is the father of all lies. He's the father of all deception. Whenever you feel bad about yourself, whenever you start to hear those voices, whenever you feel like you're not good enough, whenever you start worrying about giants, whenever you compare yourself to others, guys, that is not a voice that is coming from light, that's a voice that's coming from the enemy, right? That's why we have to stand firm, because it's hitting all of us in here the exact same. So you know what Paul says? Here's his solution. This is Paul's solution. Check it out. Last verse. Therefore, if we're going to stand firm against the enemy, guess what we have to do? Put on every piece of God's armor, so you'll be able to resist the enemy in the time of evil. Then after the battle, you will still be, what's this word say? Standing, right? Guys, we want to hold our ground. Just like the Tar Heels, we want to hold our ground. When the hurricane comes, we want to hold our ground. Because we're going against stuff, y'all, that is so much bigger than we could ever understand. So I like to heed Paul's advice here. And what I want to tell us, guys, is the biggest thing we have to do, put on every piece of God's armor. So let's see here. Is my wonderful wife backstage right now? I think she is. Hey, Whitney. Hey, I need, let me see here. I need a 6th grade girl. Where are we at? Come on, right up here. Just one. Just come on right up here. Yeah. Everybody, give her a hand real quick. What's your name?
Caitlin.
Everybody say, hey, Caitlin. Hey, ask Caitlin if she's prepared for the storm.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You think she's prepared for the storm? All right. Hey, well, I don't know about you guys, but when a storm happens, you got to put on, what is this? Every piece of God's what? Oh, yeah. So we got a little bit of armor here for Caitlin. Come on out, Whit. All right, so what is this right here?
Helmet.
All right, so we've got a helmet here for Caitlin. Caitlin, let's put this on you. Here you go. There you go. Just hold on tight there, all right? Because it's about to get stormy in here, so hold on tight. What else we got here? Oh. What's that?
Goggles with the snorkel.
Goggles with a snorkel. Okay, here you go. Here's some goggles for you because the storm's about to start coming. Yeah, how about you just hold these? I'll let you do that right there. There you go. And you got a snorkel in case you need that too. Does that sound good? Okay, hold it up. What else we got?
A raincoat.
We got a raincoat here. So let's see if she can prepare here for this storm. You ready? Now, I think that fits you perfect. How about that? I think it fits great. And the last thing we have here for Caitlin is what? All right, some rain boots. There you go. And she's putting them on right there with her flip-flops. I don't know if that's how it works, but I love it. All right, let's get that other one on. Here, I can help you here. You want to dabble with it? You going to try it? That dabble means you can give it a try. Okay. All right, hey, well, how about this? There you go. Hey, let's give Caitlin a hand real quick. All right. Okay, my wife will help you unprepare for the storm backstage. How about that? Okay. There you go. All right. Oh, there she goes. There you go. Caitlin, thank you very much for your time. Give it up for Caitlin one more time. I don't know about you guys, but dude, that was a little bit more challenging than I thought it would be. Right? Guess what Caitlin just did? She prepared for the storm. Guess what we have to do? We got to prepare for the storm. All right? Hey, for each and every one of us in here, y'all, hey, stay with me now. We have to prepare for the storm. Now, I'm not going to sit up here and tell you that, oh, my goodness, the world is ending. No, I'm not saying that, right? But, guys, don't forget right now what you're facing, all right? That you're trying to cover up and act like it's not a problem and act like it's not heavy. I know rains come. I know winds come. I know it's hard, right? But we have to do the best we possibly can to prepare for storms in our life. Because this year, we already talked about giants week 1. We talked about comparing ourselves and measuring ourselves last week. We're going to have to prepare for storms. And you know, the main idea for tonight is this. In order to prepare for storms, we need to work to remain standing. The whole goal for y'all, you're going to walk away from this tonight. The one thing I want you to really, really hold on to, you have to remain standing. Guys, you have to keep your heels in the ground when the winds come, when the rains come, when those British soldiers come and the Tar Heels are stuck right there. Because the fact of the matter is, y'all, we're not just going against our own problems and our own emotions and our own enemies. Guys, the battle is so much more real. Christians, you might be sitting there and you say, I'm a Christian, I'm good, I have God. You do. That's great. But guess what? Paul, that letter is to y'all. Hey, stay with me. The letter that Paul wrote is not to people who don't know Jesus. The letter Paul wrote is to people who follow Jesus. You know what Paul said that you have to do if you follow Jesus? You have to put on every single piece of armor. Because, guys, the battle is not something you can do by yourselves. If you don't know God, man, we're so glad you're here. We hope you have a good time, right? But the fact remains, there's going to be highs, there's going to be lows, there's going to be storms this year. And I hope and I pray that we can do everything we possibly can to work as hard as we possibly can to remain standing. Now, how do you do it? Maybe you're wondering how to do it. I have 2 steps for y'all, because you might think I'm crazy, right? You might think this whole thing is kind of silly. I think Caitlin did a great job with her boots, but it was hard to remain standing. The first thing we can do, guys, right now, exactly where you are, you can armor up. Now, I'm not telling you to go to Walmart and buy waters and buy boots and buy a coat and buy a 1992 helmet, okay? I'm not saying to do that. But the fact of the matter is, guys, we need to prepare for this storm, and we have to have armor. You know what your armor is about to be? Guys, it's God's word. It's going home and trying as hard as you possibly can to put on armor. Because remember, what Paul said was to Christians. He says you have to armor up because the powers you're going against are heavier and deeper and darker than anything you could ever imagine. You can't do it by yourself. We have to armor up. I challenge y'all, go home. You guys all have your iPhones. You guys, you can go to the Bible app, and you can look at any translation of the Bible that you want to. New Living Translation is something that we use a lot up here if you want to check that out. I challenge y'all, go check out the Bible. Give it a chance. I'm not saying just skim through it. I'm saying literally sit down, go home, shut your door, and say, I'm going to try and read the Bible. And don't read to learn. Don't read to know. Read to try and discover. And to see what God wants to talk to you about. If you never really read or jumped into the Bible before, go to John. It shows all of Jesus' life, his teachings, his miracles, how much he loves you, right? And really what that means, though. Because it's great to know he loves us, but if we don't do anything with it, it doesn't matter. Right? Other thing you do, guys, surround yourself with other believers. Surround yourself with other believers. When you armor up, when you read the Bible, when you go and you pray, and you sit and you try and just listen to God, and when you shut your door and you pray with nobody else around, because anybody can pray in front of everybody. Like, oh, I'm going to say a prayer just because people are looking at me. God wants you to pray from your heart. He wants a relationship with you for who you are. So if you could go home and try that, man, armor up, you're good. And then you're surrounded with other people in your life who are trying to do the same things. I know this is hard. High schoolers, I get this one. This is hard. Because a lot of your friends, I know they're going out. I know they're going to parties. I know they're trying to do things that are not what you want to be a part of. And I encourage you, don't be a part of it. But when we tell other people, nah, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to go to that party. I don't want to act that way. That does not mean, listen up, Christians, it does not mean that we act like we're better than them, or we know more than them, or we're more forgiving for them. No, we're not. But what you're trying to do, what I'm trying to do, is I'm trying to do everything I can to get my relationship with Jesus back where I want it to be. And if you have people in your life right now who are bringing you down, if you're surrounded with people right now who are not trying to get you closer to Jesus, man, maybe we got to look at some new friends. Think about a war, right? Because Paul told everybody to armor up, grab every piece of armor that you could for God. And in the battle, in wars, what would soldiers do? Would soldiers go out and hang out with somebody from the other side, the other country? Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? I'm good. How are you? No. Guys, we need to hang out with people who are going to help us fight this battle. We need to hang out with people in our lives who are going to help us stand right where we are. Because I promise y'all, when the winds come, when the rains come, when the storms come, When you feel like your momentum with Jesus is done, it's not. But you have to armor up. You gotta get ready for the storm. It starts with His Word, it starts with prayer, and it starts with you making that decision to surround yourself with people in your life who want to help you get there. You've got them here, small group leader. We love you guys, we care for you. That's my challenge for y'all this week. Let's pray. Heavenly Father, thank you so much for this night. Thank you for all these students that are here, all the middle schoolers, all the high schoolers. Lord, and we want to have the closest relationship we can have with you, Father. But we know it's a challenge. We know there's hurricane winds. We know there's so many things that want to keep us back and take our attention and make us feel like we're just not good enough and make us feel like we're not with you. God, I pray that you can encourage these students tonight to armor up with your word, armor up in prayer, and armor up with one another to do everything they possibly can to get that relationship with you. God, I pray that we can empower them and encourage them and walk with them and just lead them in this journey, Father, as you lead us. We're grateful, Lord. And it's in your Son's name, Jesus, we pray tonight. Amen. Guys, what I love about that song, right? We are the sons, we are the daughters of God. Even though we stumble, even though the winds are coming, the storms are coming, guys, He's not going to let us fall. You're not going to fall this year. But I want you guys to do everything you possibly can. Don't let your relationship with Jesus just be new and no longer important. Don't let the newness and the coolness and everything else behind it just keep you from the life that He wants you to experience in your 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade year, in middle school. Guys, He wants you to have life to the fullest. So I challenge y'all this week, armor up. Guys, next month, armor up. At Christmas, in January, in February, guys, armor up, man. Surround yourself with people who are going to bring you closer to a relationship with God. And they might be standing right next to you right now. Hey, a couple quick things to tell y'all. First thing is we are having a launch party for Jamestown. Yes. It's going to be on Sunday, October the 1st. What we're going to try and do, guys, we're actually going to try and rally up, team up, armor up with Oak Ridge and with Jamestown to get impact. And what we do here, we want that to happen over there. So we're going to bring all of our energy, all of our momentum, right? Excitement, passion. This is on a Sunday night at Ragsdale High School, okay, from 6 to 7 o'clock. Guys, talk to your leaders about that. Talk to other people in your group about that, and figure out transportation, okay? If we can help or if you have questions about that, talk to your leader about it, and we are trying to figure something out for y'all, okay? Carpools are wonderful, though, all right? Fun. Other thing for you guys is Miracle League. Miracle League is actually going to be back the last Saturday of this month, right? It's Saturday, September the 30th, okay? We did Miracle League last year, and a really, really cool thing about Miracle League, guys, stay with me real quick, I'm gonna let you go. It's a baseball league over in High Point, and it's actually a league for people who have disabilities or handicaps, and they cannot play baseball or softball in a regular league. So we are actually gonna be going, and we're gonna have a lot of different helpers, and people run the bases with them, and people bat with them, and people play the outfield with them. So we're doing sign-ups for that tonight. It's an incredible experience, wonderful way for us. Again, guys, we're going to rally up, we're going to team up, we're going to armor up, and we're going to surround ourselves with other believers, and then we can share Jesus with them. All right. We're glad y'all are here. If you need anything, please let us know. Come down front if it's your first time. Everybody else, have a wonderful week. We love you guys.